Ulrich Krause has contributed a project called SSJS extension, which includes at this point 4 new add formulas that can be invoked from server-side JavaScript code. The first 2 add formulas are to encode and decode strings. Then there is another add formula to cancel a partial refresh, and another formula to get the next business day. So here's one of the test pages. This one is to decode a string. This is the input string right here, and these are the output strings. Here's how it looks in Designer. This is the new add formal add URL decode extended. And similarly, you have another one to encode a string right here, and the output of that is here on this test page, URL encode extended XSP. And then the third add formula is to show the next business day. So this is the next business day. And when I go back to Designer, this is the input right here. This is the input and this is the formula. And the last formula is a little bit more complicated to explain. So let me go back to the browser first. And let me open Firebug here. So when I refresh and say clear, the first button shows an example where the update, the refresh is actually cancelled. So as you can see, there is a network transaction going on, but the text here is not updated. Now the second button is actually has a bad name. It should really be should update the value below. It's the exact opposite, and in this case it actually does the update or the partial refresh. So let's take a look at the code behind it. So this is the first one, the first button that should not update the value below. There is a refresh ID. It's a partial refresh, and here's the refresh ID, which is what you see here. And in here we actually only invoke the add formula now, but before that we cancel the partial refresh, which is why we never see the update in the UI. Now the second button is the exact opposite. It should be called should update the value below, and it has another refresh ID, which is this one. And in here again we only invoke the add formula, but without cancelling the refresh.